Сука, посидели! What's going on, guys? My name is Konstantine J. We have another car on our channel, and this time it is my car, which is 2003 Mini Cooper S. Okay, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about this car, in case you don't know about this engine and you don't know about this transmission though. So 2003 Mini decided it was like the first debut of the Mini Cooper S after the classic one. And they decided to put a very nice engine in it, which happened to be 1.6 liter single cam engine. We'll talk about it a little bit later. And yeah, it weighs 2,500 pounds. It is 6-speed manual. Only in 2003 they made 6-speed manual. From 2005 they already started making automatic for the Mini Cooper S. But in this case we have a manual, obviously. I wouldn't buy the automatic. And it is a cute little car, as I shall now explain why. Come on with me. Interior, very basic. So I want to now talk about the engine, but before we talk about the engine, come from this side, I want to show them something. Right. You sit in the car, nice and comfy, very spacious. But look, they took the whole dash and the steering wheel and they converted to the left side for the US market. And the hood latch is still on the right side. I don't know what to say now, but okay. Right. Let's now talk about the engine. This is a 1.6 liter single cam engine with a forced induction. You guys see the supercharger obviously on top. It's a little bit hot. The reason why I bought this car is because it's mechanically perfect. It has been always dealership maintained, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. So this engine has been made from the famous rally car makers. You guys know of 205 GTI, you guys know of 205 Rally. This engine is made from Peugeot. And it is 1.6 liter single cam engine, supercharged with the code of WB810, if I'm not being mistaken. 1.6 liter has this version because it's a pre-facelift. We have 163 horsepower, 155 pound-feet of torque, but it feels a lot more than that. The car weighs around 2,500 pounds because this is pre-facelift. Again, I don't have any seat heaters or whatever you guys want to call it. I still have the nav, but with the nav, it weighs only 2,513 pounds, which is amazing. It feels like nothing. Let's now talk about the interior a little bit. We've got manual, obviously, as I said, 6-speed. You guys hear that switches? Yeah, that sounds good. Car feels so mechanical, as I shall explain a little bit later in the video. Look, window switch, toggle. Traction control, toggle. The lock, toggle. Fog lights, toggle. Another window, toggle. I do have the nav, which I wouldn't have gotten if I spec'd this car, but obviously this is 15 years old. These seats are actually a lot more supportive than they look, and they feel okay. You do sit very low in the car, even though it's a hatchback. It does have very low low center of gravity. There we go. Let's now hop in. Let's go for a drive. So as soon as you get in the car, it just feels weird though. Every switch is in a different place. I apologize for the noise. Something wrong with the alarm system. So I was saying that before, I told you that this car feels faster than 160 horsepower, and it does. It does feel faster than 160 horsepower. Because the power band in this car is very, very, you don't expect from a little four-cylinder to feel torquey and to be torquey. Anything from 3,000 RPMs to just put your foot down and it goes, surprisingly. Even though this is not special, it's not really special engine or special power band. It's just a fun little 4-cylinder, and I do accept that for $5,000, even less than $5,000 car. The shifter feel, it's definitely very, very mechanical. The shifter feels, you know, it's a little longer than you expect, but it feels so mechanical and so satisfying though. I know I do use this word satisfying a little too much, but anything that feels mechanical to me is satisfying. Okay, turned it off. Whew, turned off the alarm system. I just figured out how to turn off the alarm system. This video will be good. Woo! Let's go. And that whine sound though. The last video I reviewed the Evo, and the whine sound that it had in first gear, it was mechanical. It was sound into the gears. This just a supercharger. It doesn't really whine mechanically. Just a forced induction one, but then, you know, that's fine too. Even though this is a little 4-cylinder, you know, expect it to be, the clutch, you expect it to be very light, and it's not. The clutch is very, very heavy in this car. It's a stock clutch. I don't know why it is that way though. Brake feel, fine. Rev matching, fine. Shifter, fine. Just everything feels so right in this car. It's not even any, I mean, it is BMW though. That makes some sense because you know, you get in the BMW and just everything feels right and ready to go. We do have the hydraulically assisted steering rack, and the steering feels so good in this car, so mechanical. It feels like it has no assist to it because it weighs 2,500 pounds, and it still feels heavy, and I like that though. I do. And you know, on setter, this car just gets moving, and once you load it up, it is so nice, so good. Feel every bit of road on the car. And rotates a little bit on the limit, and rev matching is easy. The whole setup, you know, steering wheel is very weird. You have to do the Lego hands to grab the steering wheel in 9 and 3. Otherwise, you have to do it in, I don't know, 1030 and 130, whatever you want to call it. But it does feel okay though. You know, it actually feels thicker than the Lancer Evo 10 steering wheel, surprisingly. But the steering itself is so good. You load it up, it just feedbacks. Just talks to you. The whole car talks to you. It's very mechanical. Very, very good. I picked this car up for $3,000. 3,000. Right. Shifter, good. Steering, good. 3 pedals, lovely. Chassis, lovely. Car weighs 2,500 pounds. To put that in a perspective though, yesterday I did a video on the Evo. That car weighed 3,500 pounds. This car is 1,000 pounds lighter than that car. This car is basically half a cow lighter than a Lancer Evo. And that car feels good. You know, it goes into the corner. And now imagine how good this car feels with right tires on it. just missed the gear. It went like towards the reverse, and so I got scared. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put it in the gear anymore. Gets a little bit rattly here and back there, and you know, you have to fix it, and eventually, but you know, there's no car without the compromises though. There are no cars without compromises, and I will compromise this as long as the car is okay mechanically, drives well, which it does now. You know, surprisingly it does, even though it has 152,000 miles on it. Isn't that crazy for a Mini? And you guys see that I drive the car. I just don't go, you know, I don't shift at 1500 RPMs, I shift at 6500 RPMs. I should recline my seat, it hurts a little bit. Okay, let's now drive like a BMW driver, shall we?
Сука, посидели!
As you guys now see, the car is stuck. We'll do something to get it out, but today's video is done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one with the better cars.